name is Chris, and I'm here to help you find your next or maybe just your first winning dropshipping product. And I've been doing this a really long time. I work for the boys over in the Freedom Club. This is the school to go to if you want to learn from the best how to succeed in dropshipping. We've literally had thousands of students. I'm not even exaggerating. We've had thousands of students come to the platform. This is just some of the examples or some of the numbers. If you want to learn how to do this business, it's not easy. It's definitely not easy, but it is absolutely possible. And anybody, mostly anybody can do this, but not without help. You're gonna need help. And we're the best people to do it. We're the best people to teach you how to do it. We've taught so many people how to do it. And I'd love to see you in our course. Come and join for free. Or if you want to skip the free program, which is cut down and actually get some real help and get access to coaches like myself, you can book a call with us and you can go and talk to the sales team. Now, I do have some exciting news. Actually, I'll say the news once we bring the students in. Let's get my students in and then we'll get started. And we are live over at the Freedom Club. Welcome, ladies and gentlemen, to Wednesday's product research call. Give everybody a couple of minutes to jump on in. Hopefully you guys are all having a fantastic week. If this is your first time on one of my calls, jump in the chat and let me know. I like you guys to talk to me. Especially if we have new people, which we very often do. All right, now before we get started and before we go look at products, my name is Chris. I am the head of education here, and my job is to train you guys and, of course, train the trainers on how to train you guys. I've done over 16 million in sales over the last 7 years. It says drop in the ocean, but it's what I've done. I've got Shopify awards in the background that are blurred out right now, but I've had over 100,000 orders on Shopify. It's probably up to 150,000 now. And I've had lots of brands. And well, let's put a number of maybe 10, 15 brands I've had over the course of my e-com career. And I'm here to help you with yours. Now, the important announcement that I have is for the first time ever, I am doing one-on-one coaching through the Freedom Club. So if you want one-on-one coaching with me to get to where you want to get to quicker, we can do that. And if you want to know the details about how that works, it's an extra fee to work directly with me. And once you pay, you get a weekly session with me for up to an hour, or you can have 2 weekly sessions for half an hour. You're going to get access to my Slack channel, or if you prefer, another way of messaging me, and you're going to get my home phone number or my mobile phone number so you can text me if you have any questions about anything at any time while you're one of my one-on-one students. So this is deep diving, getting to know you and your business and your brand really deeply so that I can help you make money. That's what this is all about. Now, the cost is $2,000 per month for that. If you do want access to that, just click my link here to my Conversion Crusader WhatsApp and let me know that that's what you want to do, and I'll tell you how we do it. All right, now let's get some product research going. I'm actually looking for a new product. I'm looking for a completely new product that no one is running. I'm looking for something fresh. But before we look at something fresh, let me just share with you my winning database. So this is my product database. This is not to be confused with the one inside the Freedom Club. This is my personal one. And just by being here on my stream, you get access to it. Oh, I forgot to say hi, Tom. How's it going? And anyone else who's logging in, come in the chat and say hi. If this is your first time here, especially, don't be shy. I'm not going to call you guys out or anything. Okay, so my product spreadsheet works like this. If a product is green, I think it's easy for a first timer. If the product is white, it's a good product. If the product is yellow, it's a good product that I happen to either have a store in already, have had a store in, or will be making a store. And by God, if you see something that's yellow, for God's sake, please don't ever think you can't run it. if you see a product in here that you know another student is running, there is nothing stopping anybody from running any product they want. I just ask, please don't steal other people's content. Don't steal their images. Don't steal their videos. If you're going to replicate someone else, some competition's website, just make sure you put your own little spin on it. Make sure you change your text up, and make sure that you absolutely don't skip the testing phase just because you're copying from someone else's business. Just because you're copying from another business doesn't mean you're going to make money. You still need to understand what does and what doesn't work. And that's my rant for the day. This, guys, is 12 months of product research right here. Don't think that you just have to stick to February. You can go back in time. And if you go back to like March 2025 and you see products here that are still running, then they are still making money, and they are probably very likely to make you money. Gene, you've sent me a message through the events comments. I don't usually look at the events comments for product research. Okay, let's have a look here. I'll go through yours. That's a good idea. So this link, I'll give you this link again. This is the spreadsheet. Go back in time, have a look at the old stuff. I'll give you an example. Let's look at this grounding sheet. So this is a grounding sheet from Groundwell. $299. Website's still up and running. Website looks like trash, by the way. Ugh, it's terrible. But this is their Facebook ad library. And are they still running ads? Give it a minute. Yes, they are still running ads. In fact, there's a lot of ads here that haven't changed for 12 months. They're making a lot of money. Now personally, I know that what they're selling is hocus pocus bullshit, which is the only reason why I don't personally have a grounding website myself, and never will. Makes me sad to know that they're making lots of money and I'm not, but I don't want to sell products that don't work. And my gosh, look at all these. Look at these guys. If you do want to run a grounding website, I am not going to judge. So that's the spreadsheet. That's how that works. But what I want to show you today is a tool that I've been using called Trend Track. Now, this is a brand new tool that I've been given exclusive access to. They actually reached out to me. The developers reached out to me over WhatsApp and said, hey, we've been watching your YouTube channel, and would you like to use this for free? So they gave me access to this tool for free for a few months. And they want me to show it to you. And look, I only want to show things that work. I've been in here for the past 72 hours just looking at the data that they give me and just looking at the products that are out there selling at the moment. And I'll talk you through how this kind of works, but I love this tool. And if you want to use this tool, I have a link that will give you access to it. So this is a personal affiliate link they gave me. And I'm not saying you have to buy this tool. You don't have to, but if you do feel like this could be beneficial to you and you want to deep dive into product research like I do, well, there's this tool. I usually use a different spying tool, but this one, my gosh, it's cool. So I mentioned I'm looking for a new product myself. So I'm going to be a bit greedy. After I look at these products that you've sent me in the product research page, then I'm going to have a look for some of these products myself and sort of show you my thinking and how I go about my research. All right, Louise, 5 hours, 15. All right, so we'll start down here. Your product was approved. You're currently working on importing reviews. However, you feel one of the complementary is very related to your main product. Can I have a look? So this is your main product. I can't. Oh, you give me two things. Cool. No worries. I'm having trouble copying and pasting. There we go. What are we looking at here? Okay, we're looking at the wireless Bluetooth mask, stereo mask, headphones, earphones, sleep, music, mic. That's a lot. That's a lot of words. Yeah, look, this is a pretty cool product. You feel like the complementary she's not related? All right, let's take a look. I must admit, I don't often take too my main focus when approving your products is the primary product. Yeah, you could probably do better with the complimentary. You probably could. You're probably right. This is the complimentary, by the way. So I would think, oh, wait, this is aromatherapy melting wax. So this is an aromatherapy lamp. Oh, wait a minute. That is related. That's really cool. That's a really cool product. No. Just stick with this one. You know why this is so cool? Is because if you get people in buying this product, this could become your main product. I'm not saying don't try and sell your eye mask. Try and sell this as the upsell, but I want you to try and sell this as a primary as well, because you can start selling your own candles. That's okay. It doesn't have to come with a candle. You can try and source some, and eventually you can brand your candles. And when those candles run out, what do you think happens? They come back and they buy from you. Hey, branding's easy. Branding's easy. Just find some candles that you like the smell of. And when you start making money, you come talk to me. We get you in touch with the suppliers. We get you all branded stuff. And then even the lamp can have your brand etched into it. But first of all, you got to make some money. What I love about this is it ticks the most important box. Now, you can't always tick this box, but when I have a brand that can tick this box, I make the most amount of money, and that is repeat purchases. So when we're advertising, when we're doing e-commerce, we're paying Facebook money for data and for customers. We're buying two things, data and customers. And that customer comes with a cost. The cost might be even up to, for some products, $80 for a new customer. Now, it probably won't be for you. It's probably going to be much more like $35 to $40 per customer. But when you're paying for a customer, the most important thing is, can you get them to come back at least once? And what I love about candles, if they're going to be really nice aromatherapy candles, then probably people might come back 2, 3, 4, even 5 times, and you're going to remake your money back all those times. So I think this is a wonderful idea. And good job on that one. Good job. Let me share my actual window there. All right, let's go back to the questions that I had on the event. We've got Louise. Thank you for the advice so far. You're loving my videos. Thank you very much. Oh, if you guys want to watch on YouTube, here is my YouTube channel. And yeah, Gene, stick with the candle. I think it's awesome. First product may sit lowish on solving the problem, but maybe worth a try. All right, what do you got here? Vintage retro leather-bound journal. I, to be honest, have actually really thought about building a journal store. I think it is a wonderful idea, because people are going to, again, they're going to finish their journal. They're going to like the product, because this looks like the kind of old school writing product that people are going to fall in love with. They're going to need a new one. And what you can do, you can start with these ones. Just see if you can sell these ones. Then we can add customization. You could add initial engraving into these. That'd be really cool. You could sell pens, or like, I don't know why I'm thinking like some sort of stamps or wax or some sort. I don't think you can, but I don't know. That just sounds cool. I reckon that's a great idea. Competitor link. You got the Paper Republic. Look at that terrible AI photo. Who would write in something that small? Unless it is actually that small. It doesn't look that small. Yeah, cool. No, this is a great idea. I hope this one works. I would be very, very, very happy if it did, because that'd prove myself right. Query, complementary products have different eBay supply. Is that okay? Yeah, that's okay for now. In the future, look, just get started, get a few sales. Doesn't matter if it's from multiple eBay suppliers. In the future, you will be using a fulfillment package center, and they will have all your products, and they will combine them all and ship them for you. But for now, we're just trying to see if we can get a few sales before we get too excited. So for now, multiple eBay suppliers is perfectly fine. You're welcome, Louise. Now, if any other coaches say that they're not sure about this product, please just tell them to come and talk to Chris. Everyone's entitled to their opinions. I don't want, if I've said the product is good, I don't want any coaches to like make you feel like it's not. You just tell them Chris said it's fine. And they'll go, okay. All right, nappy bag. Oh man, look, is that the same? These are from you, Louise? Dude, you're really good at picking products. Really, really good at picking products. Now you have a really hard decision to make. Are you going to go with the journals, or are you going to go with this awesome product here? Because this is a great product. Really, really great product. You could even maybe make a leather store where you just sell... Oh, I wouldn't do that though. It's too broad. Leather with nappy bags and journals. It's too broad. You have to pick one or the other. I can tell you that nappy backpacks are a very big seller and easy to sell. This price point is going to be difficult to work with. You could probably, I don't know if people would pay $400 for this. You may need to try and find this a bit cheaper. It's a quality product. I know I can probably get this made in China for like shipped would cost me $30 to $40, maybe a little bit more. So you might be able to find it cheaper. It's not even real leather. So it says Forks leather. Forks? I don't know. The fake leather. And it's still $200 with fake leather. That's not ideal. And the lining on this one looks cheap as. This looks like they've gone to Alibaba and bought some really cheap nappy bags in bulk for like $50 a bag and selling them on eBay for $200. Let's just have a little experiment here. Let's just see how much this thing costs. Roughly. All right, so we're going to Alibaba. We're going to do an image search, and we're searching for this bag. It's $23. Look at that. The exact one. $29 US. It's about $40-50 Australian plus $15, $20 shipping. So we're talking $75 this will cost you if you ship from China. We could sell this easily for $2.99 in Australia. Start with, well, it depends. If you want to try this one, see if you can get it cheaper on eBay for one. See if you can get it cheaper on Amazon. It might be available for like $100 on both. If you can get it for around $100, beautiful. If you want to go to China, you can start with China. You can. You don't have to start with eBay. It's just we try and encourage people to start with eBay where they can. Sometimes it doesn't make sense. And if you feel like it doesn't make sense for you to buy on eBay, you can send me a message on WhatsApp and say, hey, Chris, I'm from the Freedom Club. And can you connect me with the supplier, please? And I'll connect you with the Chinese supplier. Hey, Chris, so if the reviews are based on ELF branded nappy bags, how do you use their reviews on a non-branded bag? You don't. You don't. Because that wouldn't make sense. So what we can do with the reviews is, it depends on your morals. So if you are a very moral person and you want to do this the only way, the right way, and no other way, then you might send out some bags to some of your best friends and ask them to write some reviews, and it might cost you whatever the cost of the bags are. Okay. Your second option, if you're okay with the murky waters, now this is my favorite option because I'm a bit okay with the murky waters. I will find this bag for sale on AliExpress, and I'll find it on Amazon, and I'll take those reviews. I'll find there are non-branded ones out there. If you want to get really murky, which I must admit, I sometimes dabble in the dark arts myself, you can use AI to generate text reviews for you. So you might take 5 image reviews off AliExpress and or eBay, or not eBay, but what's it called? Amazon, and then you might follow that up with some AI reviews. You can actually you can't use ChatGPT for this anymore because it turned into a whiny little asshat who won't do anything that's a little bit naughty. But if you use Gemini, you can ask Gemini to generate reviews into a CSV file that you can literally just upload into your LAI review app. Not that I've ever done that before. All right, moving on. Okay, cool product, by the way, very cool product. Let's look at other products. So I'm already on page 9 here looking through products. What this is a report on all of the top stores, the top Shopify stores around the world. I'm on page 9. I've already spent all the last 72 hours, or every spare second I've had, I've gone back to this and really taken a deep dive. What this tells us, gives us a Shopify name, gives us their best-selling products. It gives us their monthly visits, which is a very, very cool tool because you got to take it with a bit of a grain of salt. It's tracking every single visitor to your website, which includes bots. Now, on my biggest brand, Homecraftology, I've just been smashed by bots this month. I've had over 100,000 bots, which has driven my conversion rate down and probably makes my site look very good because I've had a lot of hits. This is a rough indication. This is a count of how many live meta ads that they've got running right now. And this is an indication of a couple of things. It could be an indication of when someone is spinning up, like in this case, adding more ads. It could be an indication that they're sitting nice and even. Like Homecraftology, I haven't added any new ads for 6 months. And it's very steady. Or it could be, in this case, an indication of something's maybe going wrong. Oh no, this one's been increasing in traffic and then decreasing in ads, meaning they're probably just killing off the ads that don't work. But it gives you a list of all the stores from high, and I'm on page 9, to low, and we're still getting amazing stores here. I've saved some of my favorites recently that I'll show you here. Now, I am looking for myself. At the same time, when I see a product that I think I'd want to show you guys, I popped it in here. So this is my list of ideas of things that kind of I know that are doing kind of well, that I personally might be interested in selling, and I want to show you some of them. How do you know they're bots on my site? Let me show you. I'll see if I can show you. I may or may not be able to show you today. It just depends. So this is my Homecraftology website. So where do we go? We'll go analytics. So, okay, so I've got, well, that's obviously what I've got today. And my conversion rate today is at 0.6%. So I already know ChatGPT can make a CSV file for reviews. It used to be able to. However, lately it's been complaining that I'm trying to do something that is against its terms of service and has been just not allowing me to ask it to generate reviews. It said literally, you're being a naughty boy and you're not allowed to use ChatGPT this way. So I went to Gemini and Gemini just did what I wanted. Okay, so first indication is your conversion rate is terrible. That's the first indication. Second is you've had 7,000 visitors today from one location in America, from Oregon. I know that there's a big data center in Oregon. Also in Dublin. Now, if you're not advertising in the US, that's already a huge big red flag. But if you are advertising in the US, anything that looks like this, where you've had a huge spike in one particular state or country, it's telling you that Facebook or somebody, it could be an AI or even Google itself, is going through your website and it's actually reading every single page in your website. So what you want to do, if your conversion rate looks terrible, don't freak out. Go and do the numbers yourself. So it's telling me I've had 5,688 sessions. What I can do is I can go into my Facebook ads and I can go and review how many link clicks I've had. And that's how many sessions Facebook has sent me today. And then you can say, okay, I've had 107 add to carts today, and Facebook says I've had 500 link clicks. So what's the percentage there? What's the true percentage? And you can work out the numbers yourself, because Shopify doesn't filter out the bots when it goes through the analytics. So that is that. All right, back to products. So we're looking at Cooksware Scorecard. So this is a cool product idea. These guys, what in the hell? What is this? I'm confused. This is their homepage. It's a really weird homepage. No, it's not. It's not that at all. I don't know what I was looking at before. Okay, this is Japanese titanium cutting board. Now, this is interesting. I've seen students selling the titanium cutting board. No one's thought about making a Japanese titanium cutting board. Free non-slip cutting board for free. Oh, this is really cool how they break down what you get for free. Can't scroll. Yeah, no worries. I can't scroll their images, unfortunately. That's very cool how they've done this product image. So they've given the product image a white background, cut it in half, and then they've got these beautiful squares here to sort of say that these are the free things you get with it. Got a size guide. Lots of UGC. So they're going through the microplastic, bad chemicals selling point, no bacteria. That's pretty cool. I've often wondered about this, and what I'd be worried about is it would make my knife dull, but apparently titanium is softer, keeping your knives razor sharp. I didn't know that. I've been on the fence about creating a shopping. I always create shopping stores. I've been on the fence about creating a kitchen store. So that's why this is in my crosshairs. I am thinking about a kitchen store. Very cool idea for a product. You know what? Should we put that in this product spreadsheet? We probably should. Well, I have had a titanium cutting board before, so it's not new. Okay. It looks as it could double up as a weapon. Yeah, I'm all for that. Home intruders, get them with a cutting board. All right, so second one I was looking at today, One Compress. I often say don't work with products that that you need sizing, and this is a clothing product. You don't really need to worry about sizing. One Compress. It's like, it's recovery wear, but it's not like it's a health product. I think it's a great idea. I know these types of products sell very well. I've never seen a bamboo version. Bloody brilliant. That's going on the list too. I shouldn't be putting these in the list. You're taking all my ideas. Compression gear. Now I've got the hard thing of, like, just like you guys do, I'm trying to figure out which one of these I want to sell. All right, what do I got here? This is Get Sleep Ease. Non-invasive device that targets the true root cause of snoring and sleep apnea. Yeah, no, I don't want to sell this. This thing zaps you. I'm not going to bed with something stupid on my chin. It's interesting, but no, I'm not interested in that one. I do have a domain name for snoring, and I am interested in snoring. I was thinking about doing those mouth guards that stop you from snoring. Thinking about it. Haven't quite landed what I'm doing next yet. Oh, this is the one. Yeah, I was going to sell these because these actually work for me. So that's a possibility. They are already in the list. If you want to do mouth guards for sleep apnea, they're already on the list. Now, just so you know, these are the ones I found earlier today. So these are the best of the best that I found so far. All right, what's this one? Oh, this was not for this. This was for Jess. Let me let Jess know. Jess is one of our coaches, by the way. She has a store in a similar niche, in the incontinence niche. So I just thought it was interesting for her. Not something I'd recommend. There are easier products for you guys to sell. Moody. What is Moody? Ah, interesting. This is the adult product that I've seen going around now. Where can you source Japanese titanium cutting boards? eBay doesn't stock them. I'll tell you a secret. That's just marketing. They're just titanium cutting boards with some Japanese writing on them. You know those knives that everybody buys that say have Japanese on them, and they're like Japanese knives. They're really not. They're really not. They're Chinese knives with Japanese writing on them. And they're Japanese style knives made in Japan, and the chopping board would be the same. Japanese style titanium cutting board made in China. So this is the adult product. I have seen this going around. What is interesting is how they sell these, because they don't have anything naughty on Facebook. And I am interested to see if it works. I mean, obviously people buy this stuff a lot. And if you do it tastefully, you probably do really well on Facebook. So this is an idea for me. Or for you guys if you want. Just you can't show your grandparents your store, that's all. Now, I've often told you guys, this is a lot of skin, and I wasn't expecting that. I've often told you guys I wish that I had created the underwear brand that I wanted to, the boxer short brand that I wanted to build, because someone did my idea and they made a ton of money. So I'm thinking maybe I should just go into the underwear niche. I love, personally, this is probably too much information. I love my bamboo boxers. I'm not going to do incontinence, but I'm happy to do bamboo. So maybe, and I only do it for men personally, but maybe, God, that was a lot. That was way too much. Maybe a boxers brand would be good. Now, it's not exactly what we would teach you guys to sell in the Freedom Club, because we're looking for problem-solving products. And we do say, please, for the love of God, steer away from clothes, because clothes are hard to drop ship because of sizing issues. You have to have a bit of logistics set up so people can get returns. We don't have any of that set up for the way that we do drop shipping. But boxes, well, you can set a rule on your store where you are happy to replace the first one they buy with a correct brand. That way you don't lose too much if they buy like 5 and they're like, hey, I need a large, I only bought a medium. You're like, well, our policy is we will replace one of those. So there is that. And also with boxes, you can get away with buying one that's a little bit big, a little bit small, without too much problem. So I am thinking boxes are good. And the problems that it solves would be chafing, moisture, and breathability, I guess, because we're selling bamboo boxes, not just any boxes. All right, this one here was Door and Rose. This is a silk website. They sell silk stuff, mostly the sleep mask and the pillowcase. Now, the pillowcase is sold as a product for women to help prevent hair damage. And I've done some experimenting with silk. Not like I haven't experimented with silk, but I purchased a few silk products from a few silk vendors this week to test out the silk quality. And I can say, even on the expensive silk websites, The silk isn't anything special. It's the same, like it's okay, but it's not like, whoa, this is definitely you know, oh, they've only got 4 stars on Trustpilot. Damn. Why would you put your Trustpilot up if you've only got 4 stars? I have 4.4 stars on mine. Anyway, silk. So I'm going to put that in the list. Silk face mask. Silk eye mask. Okay. Silk still in slow. Ah, this is something I found today. One pen, one coloring book. A quiet ritual in a loud world. Rediscover calm through simple monochrome color. Oh man, that's great copy. I should put some of that on my Dharma Penny website. Take a breath, slow down, and begin. Oh, god damn, I love that. I am borrowing that for sure. A new kind of coloring book, no colors to choose, no pressure to perfect, just one pen and beautifully hand-drawn illustrations to soothe, not to impress. I doubt they're hand-drawn. This would be AI drawn for sure. Now, the benefit of this is not many people know, but the supplier that I tell you guys to use in Freedom Club is actually a friend of mine, and he's my supplier. He's supplied all of my stores now for the past nearly 9 years of doing ecom. And the reason we got to know each other is because of my very first store, Homecraftology, my biggest selling store. This is the one that did 16 million. And our supplier prints these for me onto big canvases, lays the glue on these so that you can stick diamonds on them. So we can print books, we can print craft, we can literally make the craft, package it up and ship it for you. We can do paint by numbers, we can do diamond painting kits, we've got cross stitching. So if you can think of a craft that you want to sell, we can make it. And that's why I'm thinking with this one. I've seen how AI can generate these images very easily now to generate these pages. You could literally build yourself a coloring book, make something very similar, a really simple one color, one pen coloring book. We could get it shipped, printed and packaged for you through the supplier. That is very cool. I bet you they sell a lot of these. That's going on the list under coloring book. Okay, pure frequencies. Now, I did say I don't want to sell any hocus pocus stuff, but hearing sounds does make you feel less stressed. I can understand that. And I think this is a great product. You think where you get worried is not having reviews? Well, look, you look at my Homecraftology website, and yeah, we've got thousands of reviews across the board, but not every product here has a review. So this one's got no reviews yet. I mean, but I have products with, I have products with other reviews. Why am my website loading so slowly? Very slowly. Interesting. 1 second. Give me 1 second, guys. I need to get my developer to take a look. Oh, they're loading in there. Just took ages. I'm going to see if I can speed that up. 1 sec. How important are reviews? Very important. But look, you're asking really hard questions to answer. They are, in some cases, depending on your type of website, the most important thing. But in this case, I've got thousands of products, and I think people understand that when you have this many products, especially if they're new, not all of them will have reviews. But you can see here, a lot of my products have a lot of great reviews. But when you're selling a problem-solving product and you want someone to buy from you instantly, like a instant need it buy, then I think they are very, very important. Just 1 second, just messaging my developer to go and check out my loading speed real quick. Okay. Where were we? Yeah, pure frequencies. I do like this product a lot. Website is clean, but I can make a better one. Product images are just ChatGPT. Ah. How do we get to there? Pure frequencies, and then you got pure rituals. Ah, that's interesting. They're selling the fork, and then they have another website where you sell the subscription. That's really kind of nice. That's like that's where you go, and then you got tuning forks here. Yeah, I like it. I like it a lot. A little bit hocus pocusy, but it's not too bad. Tuning forks. Okay, Toxin Dodger. Toxin Dodger. Okay, I love this name. Toxin Dodger. Helping you build toxin-free home without the overwhelm. All right, so what are we selling here? In fact, let me just look at their bestseller. Oh, I shouldn't be showing you guys this because I am seriously considering this. I do often say stay clear of teeth, but I think in this case, something a toothbrush is a good idea. Now, I've seen bamboo toothbrushes before, and I thought they were a bit of a fad, but then when I saw this, and I can see they're going after the microplastic exposure, now I'm thinking, hold on a second. I think they're onto something. I know that microplastic is a big thing right now, and everybody is trying to get rid of plastics. I actually think this would be a great product. I think it would be great. Plastic, we'll do bamboo toothbrushes. So one of those products, and look, quite often, if you've been in this game as long as I have, you will have seen products come and go. And I saw bamboo toothbrushes come and go 4 years ago. But now there's this new spin on things to get rid of microplastics. If you guys can think of a new spin of a product, you have an opportunity to do really, really well. What's this one? Novara. Okay, this is also in the kitchen niche. If I was going to go for the kitchen store, we've got pans, knife sharpeners, and Japanese knives that are definitely not from Japan. Poro boroku. Poro boraku. Poro boraku. What's poro boraku? Poro boraku. Unless I'm reading that wrong. They look like terrible knives. No reviews on these ones, but look at their trends. They're getting a lot of traffic coming in, a lot of traffic. Hard to know what they're selling the most of. I have a feeling it's not the knives because of the reviews they got on there. It must be the knife sharpening. Yeah, a lot of reviews on these guys. These are these have sold well for some students in the past. You've got to have a good website, clear good images. It's funny that he's not even using the knives that they sell, because these look like proper knives. Hey Tom, you're looking at a product on eBay. You've noticed some products state how many are remaining in stock. They say like 10 available. Is this seller a supplier, or is this someone who's reselling the product when it states how many they have available? Should we be looking at sellers of the product of interest that doesn't specify how many? I don't know. I don't know, to be completely honest. I absolutely don't know. I can't tell you how to figure out who are suppliers. I think most of the people selling on eBay are suppliers, and I think nearly all people will put their inventory in eBay so that they don't oversell. And that inventory will probably restock after they've sold 10. If in doubt, tell them. Tell them you're a dropshipper and you'd like to use them as a provider, and they'll tell you that they get how many they get in stock so that you can make sure that they have enough. Now, I can tell you one thing, in eBay, when you're trying to pick someone, you're probably trying to pick somebody who is shipping from Australia, because you want fast shipping. And most of the time people will say, hey, shipping from Sydney, and you'll probably get it nice and quick from Sydney, but I want you to test. Send one to yourself. Because I have had I've had times where I've ordered off eBay and they've said they were shipping from Sydney or Melbourne or wherever, and it still took 3 weeks to arrive, and it did come from China. And I just thought to myself, well, damn, like I could have literally sold it myself from a Chinese supplier, made way more money, and the customer wouldn't even have had any different sort of, experience. So test it out first is what I'm saying. Okay, so kitchen store, we've got knife sharpening. I'll pop that in my list. It's already in my list from ages ago, but these guys are still making money. Okay. Activate. This one was interesting. Hey, Julie. This week you subscribed to Trend Track using my discount code. You subscribed to Starter Plan. When using the ads function, it presents a very small subset of ads and prompted to upgrade to Pro. If you want to see more, just wanted to understand what plan I'm on and if I can see the large range of ads, and also, well, I'm on the biggest plan that they've got. They were very keen on showing me everything this thing has. I'll show you what's under ads so you can take a look in a second. This is pretty cool. I have seen a student selling this. I don't know how they're doing. I haven't asked, but I haven't seen them in a while, and that's usually a good sign that things are going well, but who knows. These guys are smart. You get a free gift with purchase, great. Then extended lifetime warranty, $13. Look at these images here. I reckon, I haven't done it, but I reckon you could use ChatGPT to generate your image reviews. I reckon you could. Okay, so this is going to list under neck health and neck massager, neck posture thing. So of the research I've done over the last 72 hours, these are the ones that I'm interested in the most. I will have more next time we talk. I haven't decided what my store will be, but it will be something in this list. Now you want to look at ads. So let's look at ads. Okay, so this is just like any other ads buying platform that I've seen. It looks like PP ads, which I was using up until I started using this. I wonder if they're any better than PP ads. I've had this for 3 days. I haven't even looked at ads. So let's look at active ads. Let's look at last seen in the last. I prefer if the last seen date was today. Week to date, that'll do. Last seen in the week to date. I'm looking for ads that have been running. No results found. What does this say? Okay, so when I added last seen date, that didn't do anything. What about running. How long have they been running for? Let's say running for at least 30 days. All right, now we're getting somewhere. Niche. Oh, that's cool. We'll go by niche. Country. That's cool. Okay, you can even search for duplicated ads. That's interesting. Interesting. And then, of course, we can do a search here and search for any niche that we want. Let's see what they found us. See if there's any decent products in here. That's cool. Rings.
Let's fill up my new Yowo's.
Whatever that is.
I'm using
Who's
crams 300 books into just 1.7.
Anastasia? You're trying to catch these meetings for so long. Am I able to get in contact with? Yeah. Oh, don't come and discuss products. If you want to discuss products, your best bet is talking to the coaches. My inbox is absolutely flooded, but your coaches are there to help discuss which products you're going to choose. So absolutely do that with them. Okay. Let's do ads from America. Let's see if we get anything better from America. Include. Okay, now we're getting a bit better. Treadmill. Scaling. Yeah, we're all strolling the scale. Ever dryers. Oh, those look like incontinence underwears again.
Clean design.
Oh, shower towel. I've sold this.
Tux towel is built for people who appreciate quality. It dries fast, absorbs more, and
Good
looks
Lord.
absolutely sleek. This is the towel that replaces all your other towels. One good towel is better than 5 useless ones. Own less, but better. Shop Tux
Interesting
towel
way to
now.
sell it. It's actually a good product. Let's take a look at the store. They're using a shrine theme. They got buy one, get one. So the only problem that I had when I was selling this product, and I sold a bunch of, they even call them Japanese. They're not Japanese, they're Chinese. The problem that I had when I sold this was not selling them. That was easy. It was making this profitable. Oh man, they all look like AI. They're all AI ads. Look at them, they're all the same. So where I say profitable is it's buy one, get one for $20 to $19. Now these probably cost, I reckon, that's 19 US, so that's about $30 he's charging. I reckon they probably cost about $12 to send 2 of these to a customer. The problem is trying to be profitable when Facebook will cost you $25 to $35 per order. You're only going to be profitable for the people who buy the buy 2 get 3 free for $60. That's the problem that I had. Great product. I got a lot of sales, very difficult to make it profitable. So I'm not going to recommend it as an easy thing to sell. Easy to get sales, hard to make profit. Puppy yoga. Cute. I don't know what they're trying to sell, the speakers. I gotta be honest with you, I really love the shop data that TrendTrack has. But if you're looking for ads and you want to search winning ads, PP ads, I think was a little bit more robust on the searching and the filtering. But this is my first time here. I wonder if we can make this a bit better. I wonder what the shop link does. Oh, I did. No, last seen date. Let's do last seen month to date. Does this help? No results. So the last seen isn't that great. Yeah, I much prefer the PP ads to be completely. Look, I'll show you PP ads real quick. I do have a code for PP ads that gives you 20% off as well if you did want to use them. The cool thing that I like about PP ads is you can go drop shipping, and all of a sudden it takes out all the other crap. So all of the other stuff that's actually not e-commerce drop shipping is gone. And you've got straight up ads for straight up products. Like this is fantastic. So this is definitely my favorite, still my favorite tool for finding new ads. But for finding trending niches and amazing stores, I gotta say, Trend Track it wins the bag on that one. Yes. Do you want do you want the code for Trend Track or for PP ads? Well, question over on YouTube: is it unethical to create branded packaging for images but drop shipping a different product if the mocks can't be met for custom packaging? Is it unethical? I think it is. I think it is unethical. However, you got to start somewhere, and I wouldn't personally be showing a product that I wasn't selling. I'd much prefer to show the product that I'm currently selling now, get a few sales, solidify the idea that yes, it works, and then go and get custom packaging and then putting those images up. That's a much better approach to do it, I think. All right, you want PP ads. So here is PP ads. That link will get you 20% off. And here is 20% off Trend Track. So two very different tools. I wish Trend Track had better ads. So the answer to you there, Julie, is you probably don't need to upgrade your Trend Track and just stick to the shop bits. It's a bit disappointing about the ads. I'll give them that feedback, hey. And you know what? Some of these places listen to our feedback. The advertising data on this thing is just outrageous. Garden seeds? I didn't even get to these. Okay, that's gonna have to be for my next one on Sunday. All right, I'm out of time, guys. I gotta go and start my next stream, which will be the marketing masterclass. I will see you guys either in there or on Sunday for my next product reviews. Till then, good luck and go pick your products, guys. Speak to you soon.